while I was talking about the sun rays produce nitric oxide plus many other enzymes which are good for your pains and inflammation. Haldi and sun are two things you should take regularly because they are anti-inflammatory substance. Now if you sit in the sun, as I have told you, your joint pains will be less. Now we come to the next part of it. Many people have, and we know, half of the population in the world suffers from pyloric Helicobacter. Now this Helicobacter is common because it is found in water. If you look at a gutter and if you see some long grey strings flowing along the water, that is Helicobacter in short. Now Helicobacter, when it gets in your intestine, starts eating the lining of the intestine, and the first thing that causes in terms of symptom is gastritis, that means acidic. Helicobacter lives only in acidic media. So if you want Helicobacter to be under control, do eat lot of vegetables that keep your system alkaline in the body. If you eat lot of masalas and if you eat non-veg, it's a raising of the acidity level in your body. Now if you have Helicobacter, there are three things that are going to help you. One is luceri, that is also known as a mulati. That's a small little twig which is sold at the herb medicine places, known as mulati. If you go and tell the man who is selling these herbs, I want mulati, they'll give. Now if you make a powder of mulati, you'll get it in a box for about 200 rupees. Mix it in tea and take it. That is going to not let the Helicobacter flourish. The second thing is you should also take haldi. It will not. Take lasun. It will not let the Helicobacter flare up. And most of all, you have to keep your stomach cool. Half milk, half water, we call in Punjabi as kachi lassi. You drink that 3 times a day, so your lining will be always cool and you will not feel the pains and cramps and other things that come with Helicobacter. If you do not cure Helicobacter, within a few years, it will grow into ulcers, which are known as peptic ulcers. They will make a hole in your intestinal tract, and that would need a much bigger operation to cure yourself. There is another aspect here. If you take potato skin and boil it, take 1 glass of water, boil potato skin in it till it is half lit, take that kashayam on a regular basis throughout the day. This is also good for ulcers of any kind. Potato skin has this ability to correct your ulcers in the stomach. Now further going, potatoes, if you eat regularly, it is a sure shot of getting diabetes. Eating sweet potatoes, topiaco and potatoes, you should restrict them to certain occasions itself. Don't eat potatoes, topiaco and sweet potatoes. It can generate diabetes, and diabetes is very common in India for 2 good reasons. Most people eat polished rice. Polished rice is not a good way to eat rice. The best way to eat rice is raw rice. And if you bring raw rice and eat, it will be little bold and not very much like a soft porridge. It will be standing out as every seed will stand out as a board seed. This is good because your food requirement will be less because it stays in the stomach for a longer time. So, pyloric is also one of the cause that you are taking certain things which are very much rich in carbohydrates. Now we come to the other aspect of pyloric Helicobacter. If you have pyloric Helicobacter, you should see that you do not eat chilies because your tract will become acidic. So we need to keep your tract as close to as alkaline it could be. Now if you take coconut water, it is good for Helicobacter. If you take lassi, buttermilk, it is good for helicobacter. So these are the precautions for people who have helicobacter. Now we go on to the pains and arthritic situations of the body. If you do regular exercise, sit in the sun, you will never have body pains. Now I must give you my idea about it. I'm 84, I have no body pain in my body at all because I regularly do exercise and sit in the sun, and I take a lot of turmeric. I make pickle out of turmeric with garlic, ginger and turmeric with chia seeds. I grind them all together in olive oil and keep it at my table. So when I take a meal, I take that. The other very good thing which people don't know is beetroot. Beetroot is the best food that you can have to keep yourself healthy and strong and young. Do not cook beetroot. Take beetroot and make a sort of pass it through a grinder, make it liquefied. Then you make a chutney out of it with green apple. It is very tasty. 2 spoons with every meal will keep you very, very healthy. So keep beetroot always in your house and eat it. Another thing, if you take muli, molangi as they call it, it is very good for your liver. Liver needs 4,400 units of potassium and your pancreas needs 400 units of magnesium. They both talk to each other and they work in synchronization. If these two are kept healthy, there is no way you can get diabetes. Your problem of diabetes starts when your health of pancreas and the health of your liver is not okay and they are not talking to each other and doing things in symphony. So do not miss to eat tur dal every day because it is rich in potassium. Coconut water is rich in potassium. Banana is rich in potassium. But do not eat banana after 4 because it's not good for your throat and you'll get phlegms with it. Now I must tell you my past. I have learnt all this from the University of Life. I have been to 140 countries, lived in 25. I've seen the Maasais looking after the health. They have no doctors. And there is a little story here. A German lady came to the Maasai camp and told the headman that she wants to live with them. And she started living. And as you know, the Maasais have a hierarchical living. The headman is supposed to be the final one. And the woman must listen to the husband. So the German lady started giving their feminine situation of Germany to tell them this is what the woman should do and all. And it reached the ears of the chief. The chief called her. And after a lot of debate, the German lady threatened that they will go. And the man told him, you will have to learn a lot of things from us in Nature Cure. We don't need your Western medicine anymore. You can leave. But we would not destroy our culture. Our culture is a system which has been evolved in centuries and we'll keep to that. Now this is all that I have to tell you for the day.
Okay, thank you very much.